Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm here for the review for Love and Hip Hop New York Season 6, Episode 7. Let's just get right into it. First let's talk about Amina, Peter, and Tara. Ooh, excuse me. Sick of their storyline. I'm so fucking over them. Like, Mona need to do something different with their asses. I mean, fuck. She need to bring a new bitch into the situation. I know that sound bad, don't it? But I mean, fuck. He gonna leave them both anyway. He gonna get tired of the both of them anyway, and leave them both for somebody else. So why just not expedite this shit and just bring somebody new into the mix? Like, but whatever. Um. So let's start off with Amina and Peter. Mina, she's playing the piano, whatever, whatever. She's saying that she feels strong and empowered, and her and Peter have been closer ever since the abortion situation happened. I was like, how? The nigga wasn't even there for you right away when the shit first popped off. He come weeks after the fact, like, child. Anyway, so Peter claims he wants to do right by her, and he's talking about he's telling her, like, I've been coming, he's saying, I've been coming home now, and I've been coming laying in the bed with you and not laying on the couch, and you know what I'm saying, I ain't been over there banging Tara out, blowing her back out, you know what I'm saying. And she was like, I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, I'm glad you've been coming home, I'm glad that you're doing all this and everything, I hope this stays this way. And I was just like, chill. And it ain't. But moving on, we get Tara and Peter. Peter is trying to turn over a new leaf, so he says, and he wants to do right by the both of them. Now, see, shit like that, it sounds like as if you still trying to have your cake and eat it too when you say shit like that and talking about getting Tara's trust back and all this other bullshit. Like, but anyway, so Tara still thinks that Amina is pregnant. She was like, he got us pregnant at the same time or whatever. She pretty much just breaks it down to him like, I found out that I'm 18 weeks pregnant and there's nothing that I can really do about the situation or whatever. Like, bitch, you probably knew the whole time you was fucking pregnant and waited to say some shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know it's some people that do really be finding out, like, late in their pregnancy, like, that they're actually pregnant. But I feel like in this situation, though, Tara been knew because she wanted to get back at Amina for breaking up her family or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, Peter, he of course, he's, like, kind of distraught by it, and he was thinking about Amina, and how she's gonna feel about it, and here comes Tara talking about some. I just told Peter I was pregnant, and all he can think about is Amina. Yeah, bitch, that's his fucking wife. The fuck? Like, are you fucking retarded? Like, ooh, child, let me calm down, because these motherfuckers, I'm tired of them, and I'm not about to raise my blood pressure for them. Okay? Let me calm it down. So, anyways, she's sitting up here, honestly, Peter, I'm not trying to be insensitive or anything. Because, Peter was saying that, Amina is going to feel like I knew that she was pregnant this whole time and I didn't fight for her to keep her baby and everything. And, that's when Tara was like, I mean, Peter, I'm not trying to be insensitive right now or anything. But, I've dealt with enough from you guys or whatever. I mean, well, bitch, you put yourself into the motherfucking situation. You continue to put yourself in the situation. Stop putting everything on motherfucking Peter. Yes, Peter Guns is a motherfucking scumbag. Peter Panky is a motherfucking scumbag. But you continue to allow the shit. So, I mean, the fuck. But anyways, she starts yelling at him, telling him, when are you gonna own up to your shit and and all this stuff. I was just like, girl, why do you keep on going through this with him? Like, really? And here he go with the soap opera talking about some, I keep on hurting the people that I love, and every time I think I'm proving people wrong, I just keep on proving them right. or whatever, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Done with that shit. Moving on. Because I don't care no more. Anyways, let's talk about Remy and Pap. So they go try out some cake for their wedding and everything, and Remy, she feels like it's a motive behind Pap all of a sudden wanting to be more involved in the wedding plans or whatever, whatever. And he, brings to her attention about, the guest list and everything. Remy ain't really been wanting to think about it because she feels like it's tension between his mom and her family or whatever. She feel like everybody just hate her right about now. She was, was like, ain't nobody come and visit her in jail but him or whatever, and she just feeling some type of way. And he was like, well, we need to nip that in the bud or whatever, because I know you want everybody to be there and everything. So after that, Rich, Self, and Pat, they meet up. They're shooting pool, and Rich, he's off daddy duty. I remember what happened. And Self, he tells them about he talks to them about the whole situation where he fucked up with Yerma and the whole Cardi B situation, and how he apologized on the radio. And he was saying, he brings up the girl Rose or whatever, and he was like that he's been trying to be good and all this other stuff, but it's been hard and everything. And he was like, but Rose been pushing herself up on, she pushed herself up on me and everything, this, that, and the third. And it's like, yeah, that's true. She was being the thirsty thought. But you still allowed it, though. You still gave her attention. So what the fuck? Like, you allowed her to sit on your lap, and you kissed her. She kissed you, and you kissed her back. Like I said last week, you could have, when you seen where the conversation was going, you should have got your ass up and walked out. But whatever. Anyways, Pat, he starts talking about the situation with Remy and, the family and all this stuff. And Rich, he giving the both of them, Self and Pat, advice like as if he still ain't a part of the creep squad. Your creep squad card ain't been revoked yet, my nigga. Okay, you still always and forever will be a part of the creep squad. Okay, I don't care how much you change. Fuck that. But I just find it so weird how they all be trying to give each other advice like as if. Now, I mean, Pat, he can hang, like, he's strong-minded. So he can hang around motherfuckers like this and know what to do and not to do. To have, Rem out here looking stupid. Whereas these motherfuckers like Cisco, Rich, Self, and Peter, they're weak-minded men, so they don't know how to treat a woman. They don't know, by them being grown-ass men, they should know right from wrong or whatever, but they're just showing that they still acting like little-ass boys or whatever, and they all fucking old as dirt. But, I mean, whatever. Moving on from them. Rem, hold on, y'all. Okay, yeah. Pap and Rem, they go to meet with Pap's mom, and they're having a conversation with her or whatever, and Miss Irene, that's her name. And she, Rem was saying that Irene had wrote her a letter saying, he can't, Pap can't be with Remy every day or whatever, this, that, and the third. And she felt, Remy took it as if Irene was saying, Pat needs to leave you or whatever. And Irene was like, you really think I hate you? Like, I don't hate you or whatever. Like, she was like, and that's not my intentions in the letter. My intentions was I wanted you to talk to him because I felt like he was depressed and he was being stagnant, and I wanted him to progress or whatever and still continue to do his music and this, that, and the third. So Remy, she realized, oh, like, I misinterpreted this shit or whatever. She apologized. They both pretty much apologized or whatever. And she was like, and I'm sorry for not coming to visit you in jail. And I'm sorry, you felt some type of way about that. But she was like, I don't do jails. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's understandable. I mean, some people, they don't do jails. Jails is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, but they're cool about that. And Irene tells Remy that she needs to talk to her mother or whatever, because she knows, I guess her and Remy's mom have been having conversations or whatever. And Remy, she's still holding on to some stuff from her childhood about her mom not being there for her the way she wanted her mom to be there for her. So Irene was telling her, you gotta get over that stuff that comes, from your childhood and everything. And so, moving on from that, who we got? Okay, Ra. Ra, she's sitting down with Rose and some girl named Talia Coles, I believe that's her name. They have a conversation about what happened with Mariah and Penny Proud at the fashion show, and also what happened with Rem. Now, as far as Mariah and Penny Proud is concerned, they told her, yeah, you could have handled that situation better. You should have been a little bit more professional and let people know like what was up. You know what I'm saying? And Ross, she agrees. She could have been a little bit more professional. And as far as Rem, they tell her that they need to make that up or whatever, and make that right. Like Rod needs to fix that or whatever. And she admits that even though she's not sure she's ready to be all kumbaya with Rem again. She do miss her and everything. I honestly feel like maybe she should be the one to apologize. You know what I'm saying? Because she did kind of do a little bit too much or whatever, and it didn't require all that. Like, I understood she was frustrated and everything. I get that. But at the same time, she went from 0 to 100, and it didn't require all that. You know what I'm saying? So, but then I did hear that old girl that Rem had got into it with was talking shit about her anyway. Before I guess it was like in a deleted scene or whatever. I didn't see the scene, but I had heard somebody else mention it or whatever. So old girl was talking shit about Rem, I guess, or whatever, before the fashion show any motherfucking way. So then, when you think about it, at the same time, maybe Rem had every fucking right to go off on her ass. But anyways, so Ra, she asks, who's been getting some D or whatever, and that's when Rose, she comes out and talks about her and DJ Self and everything, and talking about that they're dating and all this stuff. I was like, oh really? Because he's singing a different tune. He's still talking about wanting to be with Yerma. I'm just saying, but and what else? She, was saying that she making him wait for the D. I mean, she's making him wait for the P, not the D, but the P. And I believe they already did it. If you ask me, I believe they already did it, but that's just me. But anyway, so Rod threw some shade at her. She was like, what she say? She said, she was like, well, I guess after many years of giving it up so easily, it's good to see that you're, finally making them wait. I was like, and they all started laughing. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I mean, hoe or not, bitch, you ain't about to sit up here and play me on motherfucking TV. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. Hell no. Like, that was hella shady. That was so shady. That was so fucking shady, y'all. Moving on from that, Penny Proud and Raw, they have a conversation or whatever. Penny Proud, she's not pleased with Raw because, she's still hurt about the fact that she didn't ask her to perform at the fashion show. Boo hoo hoo. She was like, I'm a rapper, you got me up here modeling or whatever. Raw apologizes. Penny Proud expresses her frustrations with Raw, and she better get it together. And, she tells, what am I trying to say? She tells Raw about a conversation that she had earlier on in the episode with Dejanay or whatever about how Dejanay been in the studio with Yandy and this, that, and the third, and Ross, she talking about some. I don't want to know about what they're doing over there. I was like, But she says that she's gonna get her into the studio ASAP, and she's gonna check out the whole cipher situation because DJ Self is having another cipher. So Penny Proud and Rod, they meet in the studio with French Montana. French Montana listens to the track, and from what the little bit that I heard, I was like, okay, Penny Proud, you might be good for more than just being a hype man. It was cool. It was cool to me. I don't know how everybody else feel about it, but it was cool to me. He says that he's gonna take the track with him and see what he can do with it, and even if he doesn't do anything with this track, it could be another track that he might get on or whatever. Cool. Do I want to back it up a little bit? Yeah. Let's back it up a little bit. Make sure I'm on the right. Okay, yeah. Let's back this up a little bit. Dejanay and Penny Proud, they have a conversation or whatever. Penny Proud was like that she don't want the music to get in the way of their friendship. Dejanay is like, you listening to all these outside influences or whatever. And Penny Proud was like, she just feel like Mo just feel like everything is about her. Well, feel like Dejanay is, everything is about Dejanay or whatever. And but Penny Proud tells Dejanay about the whole situation with Ra and Mariah Lynn or whatever, and Dejanay tells her about how she's been working with Yandy, and Penny Proud was jealous or whatever because she felt like Ra ain't been doing shit for her or whatever, but yet Dejanay getting all this motherfucking studio time and getting off on the right track or whatever. But as I said earlier, Ra put her in the studio with French Montana, so that's a big step. You know what I'm saying? But so I give Ra that she got somebody who is popping in the game right now. That's kind of a little bit of advantage over Yandy. Sorry, Yandy girl, but I'm gonna have to get on Yandy's ass too. Speaking of her. But anyway, so I think that was that. Oh, Dejanay tells her about the cipher or whatever, and Penny Proud talking about some, basically like, oh, it would be cool if we get on stage together, this, that, and third. Like, she think this about to be some collaborative shit, and pretty much Dejanay won't feel it. She was like, like, just because me and her we good, I'm not about to be back on this BBOD shit, pretty much, or whatever. Bum bitches on deck. I guess she don't want to be a bum no more, so she like, I gotta move on from you and this bullshit. But anyways, Cardi, Bianca, and Mariah, they have a conversation. They're at some kind of class. I forget what kind of class they were at. And Cardi, she brings up again every time her and Bianca are around each other, they have the same hairstyle, whatever. And that is true. And then Mo seemed to adapt the same hairstyle at the end of the episode that they. Anyways, Mariah knows that Bianca has issues with BBOD as well. And Mariah tells Bianca about Penny Proud and that whole situation. She was like, I don't know what that bitch's problem was, but she needs to get it together. Get it together. You know what I'm saying? And she was saying some other shit. And she says that Mariah Lynn was like, I'ma see Dejanay though. Well, she said Mo, but she was like, I'ma see her on motherfucking sight. And I was like, oh, Mariah Lynn, girl, see, like I said, I don't know if she could fight, but that girl got hurt. Telling you. But anyway, so Bianca invites them to the studio with her or whatever, and they're down with it. And Cardi B was like, okay, that's cool, whatever. She was like, but if y'all excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom or whatever. And she was like, ooh, I just farted. I was like, really? Really, girl? But whatever. I think this is about to be the last, the last scene, the showdown, I guess you could say. So, Dejanay, she's recording her little whatever. And it kind of did sound good from the little bit that I heard. These people are impressing me today, but this shit, okay. But like I said, I would have to listen to the whole track. But just from the little bit I heard, it sounded pretty cool. Yandy, she's feeling it or whatever. Dejanay runs the track back for her because Yandy kind of came in on the tail end. Cardi and Bianca, they walk in. Bianca, she is not happy at all. She was like, Yandy got me doing all this, etiquette bullshit and, and getting on me about being late. Well, this time I'm bright and early and I'm glad because, like, she was saying how, she was like, cause this bitch playing my motherfucking track or whatever. I was like, she, I guess apparently Yandy, it seemed like to me Yandy must have promised the both of them a track or whatever, and we're gonna get to that in a minute. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. But Bianca is pissed about Dejanay being there, and she's, expressing this to Yandy. Dejanay jumps her happy ass, her body built ass into this situation, running her motherfucking mouth. Bianca like, yo, I'm not talking to you or whatever. And Mo talking about some, now I'm gonna call her Mo. No, I'm gonna go back to calling her Dejanay. Dejanay talking about some, don't get embarrassed for a second time or whatever. And Bianca was like, get embarrassed how? Get embarrassed how? Like, Mo, you can't fight. You're the one who got beat up or whatever. I was like, well, that is true. I mean, she did give 15 stitches or whatever. But, so yeah, I didn't understand why Mo even said that. Like, get embarrassed the second time. No, bitch. You might not want to get embarrassed for a second time. Okay. But anyway, so, Cardi was like, they all need to calm down. They need to chill out, whatever. She ain't trying to, fight this, that, and the third, or get into the middle of the shit. Yandy saying that Bianca don't pay her bills or whatever. And, she in her confessional trying to blame the whole situation on Bianca. And I was like, hold the fuck up. Yet again, Yandy, you're placing the blame on the wrong person. Mo started with her first. Dejanay started with her first. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the next thing you know, Bianca throws some shit. She throws some juice or something at Mo, and, they start trying to get at each other or whatever. That was pretty much the end. But let me say this, Yandy, you talking about Raw and all this other stuff and how she's unprofessional, how she's not qualified, but you have experience, and you pulled a Mimi from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta move. You put two bitches into the studio together that do not like each other. It's going to be a motherfucking issue. And their issues is to the point where Bianca gave this bitch stitches, and that shit ain't been resolved, and they've been trying to get, continue to get at each other ever fucking since. Now, granted, yeah, Bianca should have came in there professional or whatever, despite the fact that she don't like Mo or whatever. I get that, but she should have came in there professional. She shouldn't have let her get to her like that. She should have just came in there professional, had a conversation with Yandy at a later date or whatever about how she felt, but at the same time, Yandy played a part in that shit too. And then if you sat up here and promised both of them a motherfucking track, and then gonna sit up here and get hostile because Bianca coming at you like, yo, I thought this is my track, that's dead ass wrong. That's some sneaky sly shit right there. That's some shady ass shit. And that's really fucked up. That's really fucked up on your part. And I'm just looking at you with the side eye now, like. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Who do y'all feel like was wrong, you know, between Dejanay and Bianca? Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys come back to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.